distinguished dignitaries, triumphant teachers, other smiling staff members, proud parents and well-wishers, and my fellow men and women of the hour, I extend warmest greetings to you all. With the protocol being so ably established by our most capable chairperson, kindly allow me to adopt it going forward. It brings me great pleasure to be here this afternoon amidst such an atmosphere of great celebration. It brings me great pleasure to help bring some well-needed attention to the lovely young ladies and gentlemen adorned in burgundy. Somewhere in the back there. Sadly, we are sometimes lost and long forgotten due to the excitement stimulated by the likes of Camille, Noelisa, and Brianna. But have no fear, guys, for I am here. So, dear classmates, I stand here today for two main reasons. Firstly, I'm here to tell you that today is not about me as an individual. It's not about you as an individual. Don't get me wrong. We should be so proud of our accomplishments and shining with such pride that persons over on St. Kitts have to cover their eyes from the glare. But what we should be trying to accomplish today is to celebrate and recognize our achievements as a collective body. We should reflect on the work that we put in, consider with heartfelt gratitude the time, money, and effort put in by our parents, teachers, and other persons in society. That is what should be on the forefront of your minds today as you smile, turn your tassel, collect your awards, and pose for the camera. Secondly, I merely want to point out three important lessons that I learned, and I hope you did too, during our tenure here at the Nevis Sixth Form College that I'm certain we can use from now until the end of time. Lesson number one, an appreciation and respect for authority goes a long way. Many of you, I'm sure, have finally accepted the fact that at any point in time, you are never really in a position to rule yourself, right? If not, then by the time I've completed my task today, you would have gotten the memo. Dear colleagues, if you could only remember one thing that I've said today, please let it be this: always respect God and put Him first. He's the first authoritative figure that we should acknowledge in our lives. Therefore, he deserves the highest praise. Do you remember how exciting morning assembly used to be when our form teachers didn't come to class? Do you remember the vigor and the genuine passion that we sang and worshipped with? The way we made sure that the scripture was read and read properly? The way we always had a quote for the day? We must exhibit this type of spiritual fervor towards God at all times. How else would we benefit from the blessings God has promised us? Now, I don't think I should have to tell you this, but a subtle reminder wouldn't hurt. Our parents also deserve respect, always. Not because we have surpassed that mystical age of 18, it doesn't mean that we can treat our parents however we like. Not because some of us are employed and our palms are being tickled by a little cha-ching. It doesn't give us the right to disrespect our parents, regardless of how old we are. There will be times when we make decisions that disappoint them or do not fit into their master plan for our lives, but we must respect their opinion and politely agree to disagree. Teachers, don't worry, I've got you covered too. Classmates, I believe I can go out on a limb and say that after 5 years of high school, 2 years of sixth form, and 7 long years of primary school, we have developed a deep sense of appreciation and respect for our teachers. We may not like their rules and their quirks, but please, if one of them asks you to take out a half-filled garbage bin and you really don't see why we can't wait until it's filled to do it anyway. You just may have avoided getting a one-day suspension written on your record for failure to take out the trash. Lesson number 2. Work hard, play harder. Your brain will thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, most of my classmates, if not all, understood that in order to succeed, one must not only work hard, but strike a perfect balance of work and play. So I don't have to use that cliched line about Jack being a dull boy. Sometimes it seemed like we played more than we worked, but I think our results can speak for themselves. When we weren't being chastised for playing dominoes across the street or going ghost when we should be in class, we were sure to engage in some sort of fun. I can vividly remember one particular day. We were so engrossed in a game of bulldog, we were unaware that we had an audience until I sensed a pair of eyes, Miss Simmons, staring in astonishment at these 6 formers playing like they were still in preschool. It is my hope that as we continue to mature and face new challenges in life, that we would take with us this lesson and always remember to allow for downtime. So, if you happen to be in town during your lunch hour, and you see a few of us smartly arranged in a circle, and you hear, Cinderella dressed in yellow went upstairs to kiss a fella, don't be alarmed. Just be happy that we still remember how to play. Lesson number 3. You cannot truly appreciate a new chapter of your life until you reminisce on the old one. As we begin our new life chapters, whether it's a new job, a new school, or migrating permanently, it's important for us to pause and take a moment to reminisce on our journey to 6th form. However, it won't be effective if we think retrospectively without trying to keep the memories locked away. Wouldn't it be cool, about 10 years from now, when we're sitting with our children on a Wednesday evening, we could tell them about our 18, 19, and 20-year-old selves. We should be able to tell them about our first-year economics class and be able to warn them that salt is now sold in clear plastic bags just like sugar. So they would be able to tell the difference long before they taste the cake and find it salty rather than sweet. Dear colleagues, I challenge you. The next time you feel like you can't remember anything exciting about 6th form, go on YouTube and look for our edition of the Harlem Shake video. When you finish laughing and drying your tears, you can come and thank me. As I prepare to take my leave, kindly allow me on behalf of the entire graduating class of 2014 to thank all teachers and parents for their investment in us. They are our primary stakeholders, and I implore you to begin thinking of ways you can give them returns on their investment, because at the end of the day, shareholders are looking for their dividends and they want them big. So please, let's give them a rousing round of applause. Finally, I want to leave my classmates with one final thought from Galatians 5:14. For all the law is fulfilled in one word, even in this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. So, like a good neighbor,